Hunter.
To serve. Play. Love 15.
Hunter hasn't lost a singles match yet in 2026. Got through all of her three aforementioned qualifying matches and then also a win at the United Cup coming in for the Ilmaya joint.
Thirty 15. $40-15.
It's the sort of noise that Bouzas Maneiro will want to be hearing all day. Quiet is good.
Oh.
$40-30.
Well, that's good ball striking from Nicole Pratt. Was certainly happy with that point. And Storm standing on the baseline, which is terrific, not getting caught into standing too far back. So early stages, she's hitting the ball extremely well.
Game, Bouzas Maneiro. First game.
The Spaniard holds to kick off proceedings here on Kia Arena, which has become a very popular court since its inception a few years ago. A few empty seats in the sun. Nicole, you can see that people are a little bit afraid.
Well, I think now they don't have an option if they want to watch this match. They have to venture over to, I guess, the dark side and sit in the sun.
The metaphorical dark side.
Yeah.
The emotions from Storm Hunter on Thursday when she qualified lay on the ground almost in tears at the realisation that she was going back to Grand Slam main draw tennis. And this is her first attempt at a service game.
Love 15.
She's an avid reader, is Storm Hunter. On Instagram, she's got Stormy's Book Club.
Storm's just got to be a little bit patient, not to try and finish the point off too soon or change the direction. Just be a little bit more present in the rally, and then when she does get the shorter ball, then try and be aggressive.
Ball.
Love 40.
Really big opportunity for Bouzas Maneiro because we know how consistent she is. She's going to make a lot of balls, doesn't make too many errors.
15-40.
Ball.
Second double fault of the
Bouzas
game.
Maneiro.
And Bouzas Maneiro
Bouzas Maneiro
gains
leads
the
by
opening
2
break.
games to love.
2 games to love. Perfect start for the world number 40.
Love 15.
Bouzas Maneiro in Cincinnati had the pleasure of playing against Venus Williams last year in one of her comeback matches. Shows the different era that we're playing in, because Venus was played her first AO 4 years before she was born. A glorious pass.
15 all.
Bouzas Maneiro is just playing the points a little bit more consistent. You saw good shape over the net. Playing a lot cross at the moment.
$30-15.
If Storm can just kind of slow things down a little bit. I feel like she's just been rushed at the moment. She's just got to take her time. That's it.
Crowd showing their appreciation.
That was a better point there from Hunter, as we see that cross-court backhand really doing the damage and just backtracking her opponent.
Storm a lefty as well, so offers something a little bit different. Excellent serve.
40-30. Use.
Opportunity for the Australian.
Advantage, Hunter.
Another error from Bouzas Maneiro. First break point for Hunter. saved with glee.
Use.
Well, already we're saying that Bouzas Maneiro really likes hitting cross. She's missed a couple of backhand line in this rally, so Storm's got to be a little bit wary of that cross-court backhand.
Advantage. Bouzas Maneiro.
Hear a couple of encouraging vamoses from the coach of Jessica Bouzas Maneiro. That's Roberto Ortega Olmedo.
You say that very well.
Game, Bouzas Maneiro.
Bouzas Maneiro consolidates the break.
Bouzas Maneiro leads by 3
Holds
games
for
to
3
love.
games to love in this opening set. That's my European background.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I didn't realise, because you learn how to do it from a young age, but some people can't roll the R's.
No, you're doing very well. Pippa, how are you seeing things from court level at the moment with how Storm's going?
Yeah, well, from where I'm sat, guys, it does just feel like there's a really big difference at the moment in terms of the trajectory. We've got Bouzas Maneiro hitting with really heavy topspin, and Storm Hunter hitting very flat, very hard. And I just feel at the moment in those first 3 games, she was just a little bit rushed, perhaps not used to the heaviness of the ball that she's receiving from the Spaniard. And as a result, maybe just trying to go for too much too soon. That patience piece is going to be so key for Hunter.
Solid start for Jessica Bouzas Maneiro, and she'll be jubilant with that.
Well, this is a must-hold here for Hunter. Just for her confidence.
Born in Western Australia, lives in Melbourne now with her husband Lachlan.
Love.
You could see the intent from Bouzas Maneiro. 115 kilometres an hour on the second serve, and the Spaniard went straight after it.
Love.
Well, that second serve wasn't a fast serve, but it was certainly an awkward one for Bouzas Maneiro to try and return.
Ball.
30-15.
So the serve looking a little shaky. 3rd double fault already for Hunter. Leashes on that forehand.
40-15. $40-30. Deuce.
Really solid on return. Bouzas Maneiro going after Hunter's serve, hitting with a high weight of shot.
Get up there.
Advantage, Bouzas Maneiro.
I just feel like Storm's trying to finish the point a little bit too quickly.
Does that sort of come with how hard Bouzas Maneiro is hitting the ball or going after it?
No, it's probably just her heart rate's probably racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And when you're not serving that great, it kind of affects everything else around your game as well. That's the other
Use.
thing early on. I feel like Bouzas Maneiro, her backhand's considerably better than her forehand.
Let for service.
I'd actually like to see Storm with that lefty just go out to her forehand on this forehand side. Just see what's going to come back.
Advantage, Hunter.
Bouzas Maneiro's backhand and forehand, the unforced error count so far, 5 on the forehand, 3 on the backhand. So it means that backhand a lot more rock solid, like you said, Nicole. It was nervy, but Hunter is on the board, and that will give her a world of confidence.
By 3 games to 1.
However, first serve Nicole at 27%.
Yeah, that's just, she's going to have to, Storm's going to have to work on that.
Está muy bien, Jessy. Vamos, ¿eh?
Rockfoot's Hunter completely.
15 love.
Bouzas Maneiro started playing at age 5 and moved to Alicante at age 13 to train at the Ferrero Academy. There's worse places to be, Nicole.
Yes, certainly. I don't think you can go wrong anywhere in Spain.
Vamos.
She also moved to Madrid in 2022 to train with Javier Mati, who was the former coach of Paula Badosa. Now working with Ortega Olmedo, former world number 262. Wondrous from Hunter.
$15-30.
Well, this is the patience that we've been asking Storm Hunter to require to get into this match. Seizing the opportunity with that beautiful backhand down the line.
Yeah,
once again, a nice change up there from Storm, just throwing in that loopy ball, which gives her time to get back to the middle of the court to reset. A couple of break back opportunities here for Hunter.
It's not Grand Slam tennis without a collective groan randomly. The perfect way to get to the changeover for Storm Hunter, who breaks back. It's 3-2 in favour of Bouzas Maneiro on serve, first set. And Pippa, how are the decibels down there at that break? It seems as though the crowd is right into this now.
Well, firstly, can I just start off by saying that I want to take back everything I said about it not being hot down here. It is absolutely toasty, and I think it's about time that I put my umbrella out. But no, noise-wise, it's really starting to increase. The energy is immaculate down here, actually, and you can just feel that sense of energy as well in Storm, and the way that she's walking, the way that she's carrying herself, and also the manner in which she sort of jogged to the net after that changeover. I mean, I think looks like from where I'm sat, she's definitely feeling, you know, a lot more confident now and a lot more at ease as she's got a couple of games in this opening set.
Yeah, it was always going to be getting on the board, and yeah, Pippa, the sun is right on you now, so good luck.
Don't worry about where she's standing.
Words of advice from Pratt for Storm Hunter. There's a lot of Nicoles in this court. There's you, there's Pratt.
Love.
I'm going to serve up around 150, 160. Come on.
I love that, Freddie.
Just rolling it in, huh? 10.
This is gold. Basically, a Pratty, or Nicole Pratt as she is known, is asking her to, I guess, get a bit more grunt on her first serve. It's too slow.
How'd it go?
But maybe the slowness might work.
30, love.
Her opponent off.
There is Nicole Pratt, front and centre. Very handy player in her own right as well.
Oh.
Love.
Vamos, Jessy, que está muy bien. Va.
Oh no. That's a tough shot to hit down the line there from Storm. Not a lot of margins to work with.
Very good. This one here.
Convincing hold for Storm Hunter. The first one of those for her in this match. just starting to find her groove a little bit now, Nicole.
Well, this first serve percentage is slowly creeping up.
You want to the forehander with intent, yeah? To rush it to the forehand side. Good shape on that forehand cross, works quite well. Here we go. Still be you though, huh?
Only points here.
Don't cross most of the time on the backhand. Come on.
Wonderful from Hunter.
It's actually really interesting listening to,
Love 15.
I guess, the coaching staff. I don't know how well I do it. I feel like they're giving out so much information the whole time that I'd be like nervous instead of just thinking about a few points that I've got to work with.
15 all.
I think some people like more detail, don't they? And some people are just like, okay, you know what, just let me do my work. Missed. And you make a really good point, because Arena
13.
Sabalenka actually didn't have her coaches and coaching staff in the on-court box last night.
Sometimes they can be talking so much that it just gets you so agitated. And I think she's the sort of player that would just tell them, please, just stop in the nicest possible way.
That backhand, laser-like.
30 all.
I sort of liken that to an F1 driver when the engineer goes on the radio too much. You hear a lot of them saying, just leave me alone, I know what I'm doing.
Oh. 30-40.
Opportunity for Hunter to go up a break in this first set. Sometimes the net court is your best friend, and that time it was for Storm Hunter, who takes a break after being 3-love down. She leads 4-3 in this opening set. Pippa, you had a perfect look at how that ball went over. Was there any sort of doubt that it might drop on one side of the net or the other, or was it always just going to drop over?
Yeah, I think it had just enough power on it to sort of dribble over on the Bouzas Maneiro side. But as you say, sometimes the net gods are on your side and sometimes they're not. But I tell you, it's an important point now, because we are going to be starting this next game with new balls. And, you know, bearing in mind, Storm does have a bit of a flatter, more penetrative strike. She hits sort of through the baseline more. That might actually benefit her as opposed to Bouzas Maneiro, but let's see.
Time.
Fans are plenty at Melbourne Park today. It's hot, top of 31 degrees. You can see themselves on screen. So if you've just joined us, Storm Hunter was down love 3. Has won 4 straight games to hold a break of her own, serving with new balls this opening set.
James obviously listened to Praddy and what we were actually saying, that
15
Storm needed to get a little bit more volume over the net, especially on her forehand side. And that rally she certainly did with those few cross court and then hitting the off forehand.
Simon Ray sitting in Storm Hunter's box, does a lot of data analytics for Tennis Australia, and he'll be happy with the weight of shot that Hunter is producing at the moment.
I feel in these last few games too that Storm's just dialed it back a little bit on the pace side of things, as in not rushing too much.
Oh. $40-15.
Fourth double fault of this opening set for Hunter. First serve still only at 33%.
$40-30.
Take your time.
Too good from Hunter. Ripping the forehand down the line. Consolidates the break for 5-3 in this opening set.
Hunter leads by 5-3.
Well, it's very noticeable now that while she's still going to the backhand side, more is being directed to the forehand side of Bouzas Maneiro.
Brilliant conditions here at Melbourne Park. Not too many clouds in the sky.
Let first service.
Oh.
$15 love.
You go, mate. Pop. Up.
$30 love.
It's an important game for Bouzas Maneiro. He's lost 5 on the bounce. Really needs to just wrangle things back.
Oh.
Get that composure.
Oh.
30-15. $40-15. Maneiro.
Excellent serve from the
Hunter
Spaniard.
leads by 5 games to 4.
She's back on the board, but on resumption, Storm Hunter to serve for the opening set. She leads 5 games to 4.
Time.
So the moment arrives for Storm Hunter. Her first main draw set of Grand Slam tennis in 2 years. Comes to this moment to serve for it. 5 games to 4. She was down love 3.
When you're serving for the set, and it's always so important just to grab that first point.
Ready when you're ready.
In other words, Paddy's saying, just take your time, ready when you're ready.
She had the ball in her hitting zone. Forehand is her big weapon, Storm Hunter. Pull the trigger so well. We've already seen it plenty of times. 7 forehand winners. Way too good, Bouzas Maneiro. So fast, so quick. And it's an electric pass.
15-30.
Respond to, mate.
I think this one might have gone out. That high backhand volley there from Storm.
What a response. The lefty slider, Nicole.
30-all.
It's obviously a favourite serve. And I guess in situations like this, if you're a little bit tight, you always, regardless of how good your opponent's ground strokes are, you just serve your best serve where you like serving to. Again, the high loopy shot. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but
40-30.
it was certainly effective.
Things up, set point. Frustration for Bouzas Maneiro. Clinching style, down 3-love. But that's no problems. She wins the opening set 6-4 in 41 minutes.
Love 15.
It almost seemed like a frustrated ground stroke for Bouzas Maneiro. Sort of came out, picked up her racket and went to work, but has she calmed down? That's the big question.
Perfect return there from Storm.
30.
Point. And that is why she was #1 in the world at doubles.
Storm didn't try and do too much there. She did the correct backhand slice
14.
coming in, stood her ground. That was a tough volley
But even
coming
that
up
too.
here. And just as well she didn't touch that one.
3 break points. Saved brilliantly. Still 2 more.
15-40.
Still barking at her box. Bouzas Maneiro. I think I might need to get Duolingo out as well.
There's a bit of a nervous forehand then from Bouzas Maneiro. She's fighting on, hanging in.
Hunter breaks in the opening game of the second set.
First game, second set.
That's a brilliant start to this second for the Australian. Completely different to how we started this match. Bouzas Maneiro all over the Aussie. And Pippa, the energy on court, it must be also completely different because you can feel the energy from the crowd from even up here.
It's pretty deafening out on court, guys. There's so much energy coming from all corners of this stadium, but also in the way that Stormy is carrying herself as well. I feel like just as the crowd have got louder, Storm has also got a little bit louder in the way that she's saying, come on, and you know, just the way that she's holding herself in general.
Love 15.
5th of the match.
Love 30.
Work hard, mate. On, come in.
is a laser. An oil painting of a backhand.
15-40.
Well, a nice change up here from Bouzas Maneiro. It's something that she probably had to try and do something a little bit different.
2 break points.
Thirty, 40.
I think another first serve into the forehand side of Bouzas Maneiro is called for here from Storm Hunter.
That is way too good. Whether it's down the line or cross-court, Bouzas Maneiro stands and delivers to respond perfectly, breaking back immediately. It's such a weapon, isn't it?
Well, she plays with a lot of confidence from that side, Bouzas Maneiro. You see the racket preparation's really nice and early. She extends right through the ball.
Love 15.
Working hard.
Let.
Well played. So low at the ball there. And that was almost Agnieszka Radwanska-like.
Well, Bouzas Maneiro just shortened her backswing a little bit. It's held her ground.
Oh.
Let second service. Let second service. Thirty, 15.
Here we go. Top.
Brilliant backhand from the Australian. Stretching the Spaniard.
Oh. 40-30. Bouzas Maneiro.
Bouzas Maneiro was shaky, but she held.
Bouzas Maneiro leads by 2 games.
And she has the lead in the second set, 2-1. Pippa, it feels like there's been a slight change from Bouzas Maneiro. The way she's striking the ball feels like there's a bit more kilometre per hour on the ground stroke, and she seems like she's got her energy back a little.
Yeah, I think what happened in that changeover when she just got broken is she sort of took a couple of deep breaths, slowed things down, and probably just, you know, sort of started going within herself a little bit, started thinking about what she needs to do and how she can generate those unforced errors from Storm that she was in the opening parts of that first set. And it does, in general, just feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more composed and poised from the Spaniard right now.
We're lucky to have Pippa Horn down courtside in the sweltering heat, doing the stuff that we don't do. Actually, no, you do it.
Got to come prepared. You've got to have your hat and your sunglasses, sunscreen.
Guys, it's absolutely sweltering down here. Don't mind me in your little air-conditioned booth.
You guys are both tougher than I am.
Pop your umbrella up, Pepper.
She is.
She's listening.
Yeah.
Love 15.
Mate, good energy here. Come on. Legs, good energy. Come on. Base.
Love 30.
This is now looking really dangerous for the Australian. Rejuvenated Bouzas Maneiro.
Come on, mate, work hard. Come on.
All.
Good talk, like to see that.
Thirty, 40.
Now a chance for the Spaniard to go up a break in the second set, like she did in the first. 2 from 5 on break points previously. It's brilliant.
Bouzas Maneiro.
The backhand
Bouzas
standing
Maneiro
up in this second set. Went off the boil a tiny bit, but Bouzas Maneiro on song once more.
Don't give it too many backhands in a row. No, yes you can. Yes you can. You've got a few opportunities, okay?
Good talk here.
Come on.
You can do that. Good response, mate. Here we go. Early points. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Storm's just gone a little bit off script here, as we heard Praddy saying, don't direct too many to the backhand. There you go.
Love 15.
Here you.
Very good.
Love 30.
You could hear the voice of Simon Ray in Storm Hunter's box saying early points, early points. Here in It is
Hold
love
the
30.
baseline when you can. Come on.
Nicole, the difference in this set to set one is there hasn't been much vocalisation from the box of Bouzas Maneiro. They've been a lot quieter. There they are.
Doesn't have to be a winner line, just change the direction. No worries. You do it.
This is excellent tennis.
Well, the errors
We go. What
aren't as frequent from Bouzas Maneiro's racket. He's got a few more first serves in with a few short balls.
Game. Bouzas Maneiro.
The Spaniard consolidates.
Bouzas Maneiro leads by 4 games to 1.
Leads 4 games to 1 in this second set. She's on song. Wants to send this to a decider.
Time.
Australian fans trying to rally behind Storm Hunter, a Melbourne local born in Western Australia. Jessica Bouzas Maneiro from Spain enjoying this second set. 4-1 is her lead. She's hit 9 winners in this second set. Storm Hunter, 0.
Love. All.
How much does that play in your mind, you know, that you haven't hit a winner in, you know, we've played 5 in a big games in this set. Do players know that? Are they aware of that?
Oh, I don't think you're too worried about how many winners you've hit. It's, I guess, where you're directing the ball and where you're getting your shots from. Like I think Nicole Pratt was saying, she's just gone off script a little bit. Just hitting too many balls to the backhand of Bouzas Maneiro. But she's tightened things up a little bit as well. Not as many unforced errors in this set.
appreciate that.
Fair
Well, the forehand down the line here was what set this whole point up for Hunter. And it wasn't near the lines. It was well in within the baseline and the service line.
Ball.
The other thing is too is both women don't get a lot of free points off their first serve because they're not huge first serves, so therefore that they've got to work really hard to win the point. It's more about the direction of the serve to get the short ball.
Use.
She picked it. And Storm couldn't evade it.
Advantage, Bouzas Maneiro.
Bouzas Maneiro with another break point opportunity for that insurance break in this second set. Will give her the opportunity to serve for it in the next game.
Ball.
Storm side today.
Not the first time that's happened.
Use.
One happened for Storm in the first set. Break point for her. And now she's saved a break point with one.
And it is a big difference between 4-2 and 5-1.
Advantage, Hunter.
I know that's an obvious thing to say, but just each game that you can claw your way back. We saw that Storm Hunter was 3-love down in that first set.
Ball.
Use.
And you're right, Nicole. One break just keeps you mentally engaged because you think, you know, I can create that opportunity. But 2 breaks is, you know, that's mightily difficult.
Advantage, Hunter.
Gargantuan hold for Storm Hunter.
Please.
Saves a break point, keeps it at 1 break in this second set.
Bouzas Maneiro leads by 4 games to 2.
Bouzas Maneiro serving at 4-2 with new balls. I've heard that one before. If you're Aussie and you know it, clap your hands. Don't tell me they've come up with something new. The aggression has been sensational in this set from Bouzas Maneiro. She's responded in brilliant fashion.
Love.
Oh.
30-15.
Fourth double faults of the match for Bouzas Maneiro. Hunter, 7 from her racket.
Oh. Oh.
30 all.
The sun might be a little bit tricky up that end for Bouzas Maneiro.
Last Pippa, how the sun is on the changeover, because both players have struggled on serve. 12 double faults combined. Responds with a big first serve when needed.
40-30.
You'd be forgiven for having your confidence rattled after 2 double faults in a row.
Oh.
Hard, flat, pretty much through the middle or anything directed to that forehand side for Bouzas Maneiro. Just because I think she's got a bit of an extreme forehand grip as well.
Got it low at her feet.
Advantage, Bouzas Maneiro.
Storm kind of looked like she was caught in 2 minds there. Laser of a return.
Use.
Oh.
She apologises for the frame. No apologies from the inside anyway. She'll take it.
Advantage, Hunter.
Break point for the Australian to gain this break back.
Use.
Sigh of relief for the Spaniard.
So a bit of rush of blood there from Storm Hunter.
Only 5 minutes gone this game. More and more pivotal every second that ticks by.
Advantage, Hunter.
I mean, it's very obvious from where we sit, where we can see the mistakes being made, but it's just very hard and different when you're down there playing.
And somehow, some way, from 30 love down, Hunter manages to break back on serve in this second set. 4 games to 3 in favour of Bouzas Maneiro.
By 4 games to 3.
Well, Pippa, I want to ask about the serving conditions. You're down there, you can sort of see what the sun is doing. Which end is it favouring, or is it difficult on both? Because we've seen, what is it, 12 double faults combined between the two players.
Yeah, it's certainly not easy to be serving in these conditions at the moment. I would say it probably is slightly more challenging serving the end that Bouzas Maneiro was just serving from, as the sun is coming from the side opposite the umpire's chair. And I'm trying to sort of navigate it myself at the moment. And I'm doing that with a broken umbrella. So not doing an excellent job, but from that end, it is sort of coming from the side. So it's at a tricky angle when placing the ball up. And I do think as well, it's probably a case of Bouzas Maneiro just decreasing that acceleration a little bit on that second serve. That's also what I'm noticing.
Well, Storm sort of does that too, Pippa, on her serve. I find that she goes really quick at the start of her action, and then when she does do the double faults, just the acceleration is just really slow in that second half of the swing, and I feel that's where the double faults come. I'd like to see her actually do the opposite, go a little bit slower at the start, and then really elevate that racket head speed through the second half of the swing.
Nicole, you said before, 4-2 is a hell of a lot better than 5-1, and that is the exact reason why. 1 break of serve.
Yep.
And it's funny, it was the net cord on break point down.
Another couple of unforced errors from the forehand side of Bouzas Maneiro.
And another. Look at the cues to get in to watch Storm Hunter. Fans know what she's been through over the last couple of years.
Left for service.
Didn't play singles for 13 months, Nicole, from March 24 to April 25.
Oh.
A love hold for the Australian. Allowed come on to boot.
And an Achilles injury is a really tough injury to have, because you virtually can't do anything. You can't ride a bike, you can't swim, you can't. And so you just feel like you get caught into a trap of what can I do to exert some energy, get your heart rate up. So mentally, it was pretty tough for her.
Yeah, we spoke a lot about that last year when she was doing this, and, you know, the rehab and how happy she was when she could get back on court, hit, and all those sorts of things, actually be physical. Storm is one to actually genuinely enjoy the fitness side of things.
Love 15.
The second set almost turning into a carbon copy of the first.
She's got a few of those. And you've got no one to argue with because the main umpire, it's very difficult for them to see from their angle.
And you can't argue with the machine
15
either.
all.
I always laugh when players request to see the replay because there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it might be just a time tactic and just to gain that little extra breath.
Fifteen, 30.
She's almost caught Storm in the double fault count. It was early on, it was only Australian. This set, it's been more for Bouzas Maneiro. 4 of them, in fact.
Fertile.
And with the words of Nicole Pratt, you're right in the fight. It's an exquisite backhand, created such supreme angle.
Well, she actually plays on the forehand side when she plays doubles because she
30-40.
loves returning the backhand.
On your terms. Your terms.
So break point could almost be a mini match point as well for Storm Hunter.
Game Hunter.
And she's got it. From 4-1 down in this second set, Storm Hunter breaks. And on resumption, she'll serve for the match at 5-4 second set.
5 games to 4.
Now's the hard part. You've got to serve for it. Just hold your nerve. And that first point is just so important.
This has been such a long time coming for Storm Hunter, and Pippa, the energy downstairs sounds like it has just gone up 3 or 4 octaves. What's it like?
Oh, I tell you what, it is just a completely incredible atmosphere right now. I'm looking around and I really can't see an empty spot in the crowd at the moment. They are getting so loud, it is almost deafening. I just hope that Storm uses it as, you know, encouragement and support rather than the weight of the pressure building for her.
Time.
Storm Hunter's last main draw win at a Grand Slam was against Laura Siegemund right here at Melbourne Park in 2024. Did her Achilles a couple of months later and was out for 13 months. Won her first singles match back from injury in Guadalajara against her former doubles partner Katerina Siniakova. And now she finds herself serving for a spot in the second round.
Love 15.
That is enormous.
And that's what I call holding your nerve. When you haven't played a lot of singles
15-all.
matches, and your favourite shot is going cross, but you know you've got to hit down the line. moved a tad too early, I feel, Storm did.
Often one of the hardest things to do, serve out a match.
I'd go again. I'd go again out to the forehand.
Well, this is the sort of serve that she can get on.
And it doesn't have to be a great serve.
Yeah. Or just do that.
And
That
go
is
again.
incredible.
Yeah, go again.
30.
Brings up match point. It's a perfect storm.
6-4, 6-4.
A remarkable return to Grand Slam tennis for Storm Hunter. After 2 years out, the Australian manufactures a 6-4, 6-4 win to the adoration of the Melbourne Park fans.